Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Kellen here again with Droid Life. Now, I know there's lots of talk right now about the Pixel 8 series, but there's also a new watch from Google. So we've got it in-house. We want to talk about this, how it compares to the Pixel watch that might be on your wrist already. And, well, we have to do that by first unboxing. So here we go. Here is our Pixel Watch 2 unboxing. So first things first, well, here's the watch. This is the Pixel Watch 2 LTE model. There is also a Bluetooth Wi-Fi version. And obviously there's about a $50 price increase there. So the regular Pixel Watch 2, same $349 as last year's Pixel Watch. That's the Bluetooth Wi-Fi. LTE version, same as last year's, $399. So $349, $399. We didn't change prices there. Let me go ahead and get this bad boy out of the box, and then we will start talking here about what's new. So I would say not a massive upgrade, but definitely a good upgrade. Is the box new? This all seems new. Oh, we're opening up. Well, it's like a book. Oh, cool. All right, so the packaging got fancier. So here is the watch, and we got a little cover thing on here. Cool. Oh, I ripped it. Dang. Can never do those cleanly. Oh, that was really stuck. So here is the watch. Lots to talk about there. Over here, it looks like we have a charger. Also, weirdly, lots to talk. Oh, look at they're even hiding the news from you. We'll flip that over in just a second. And then over here, looks like we have different band size. So they give you the active band in the box, and it changes colors depending on which version of the watch you get. And then over here, they should give you a different size. So I think they put the large one on. It looks like maybe they give you a small, or they put the small on and give you a large. So it should fit anyone who wants to try to wear it. Okay, let me clean up, and then we'll look at this and that. All right, so we're cleaned up. Here is the watch. I've even got it powered on. So let's just run through specs and talk about what is actually new here. For the most part, it just looks a lot like the last year's, and it really is a lot like last year's. But there are some important upgrades here. So, well, number one, the display it is the same. It's the same display as last year. It is an OLED. It gets 1,000 nits of brightness, Gorilla Glass 5 covering it. So we got the same display. It's the same sort of round globe display. And it looks nice, but there are some bezels and things like that. It's not huge. It's a 41 millimeter watch. So size-wise, it'll look exactly the same on your wrist as last year's, which could be good, could be bad. I don't know. Maybe you wanted a bigger one with a bigger battery. I don't know. One big change is the chip. We are using Qualcomm's SW5100, which I think is called the Snapdragon W5 or something like that. It is an improved chip over last year's. It's, I believe, quad core, something like that. It's also 4 nanometers, should be more efficient. Maybe a little bit more powerful. You should just be able to do more stuff on it, but it's an improvement over last year's. And one of the things is it just should be more efficient. So it should be able to last longer. And Google has said that in all of their marketing materials. They're saying 24 hours of battery life with the always on display on. Whereas last year, in order to get 24 hours, you had to turn that off. And I think they maybe even said you had to turn it off. So they're saying with it on, you can now last a full day, and that's with sleep tracking and all the good stuff. So I'm actually pretty excited to check battery life. Like, I wore last year's watch a lot. The battery life eventually frustrated me, and I kind of had to take it off. So looking forward to that. Should be fun because the battery's essentially the same. We have 32 gig storage, 2 gig RAM. As far as other tech goes, LTE or Wi-Fi, there was both models. Bluetooth 5.0, NFC, GPS. There's still a side button. There's a new crown, and the crown is, as far as I can tell, greatly improved. I really disliked the crown on the old one. I found it hard to twist, hard to grip. It just felt like they had this weird grating feeling. So they supposedly improved the haptics, or at least maybe this crown just feels better to use with those haptics. I don't know. So the crown is actually improved. You might be able to use it. IP68 water and dust resistance, 5 ATM water depth support. I don't know what the word is there. You can swim with this thing, should be fine. Microphone, speaker. That's pretty much it. The case though is aluminum now, so it's not stainless steel like it was last year, and so it should be a lighter watch. It's more comfortable to wear for long periods of time. I mentioned this earlier, but depending on the band and case, you get certain combos. So this is the polished silver, I believe it's called, and again, this is aluminum. There's also a matte black version of the case and sort of a rose gold color, and depending on which one you get, they add one of these bands in there. So this is the active band, which came with last year's as well. And the silver one comes with this. I think there's also the blue or bay that matches the Pixel 8. Can come with this silver version. And then I've already opened this, but here is one of the new sport bands. This is Moon Dust. So this is the Moon Dust color. It also comes in like a coral color. And one thing that hasn't changed is the band connector, which Google hilariously calls convenient or simple or something. And oh my God, which I still struggle with to this day. Like that just looks like it's completely lodged in it. I cannot get it out. I'm probably going to break it. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. And it should go in. You see there's this little button here. It should go in fairly easily. Okay, that one actually went in pretty easy. Maybe it's just this inbox band just does not want to come off. So you press this little button here, right here. And you slide it over. Yikes. Not convenient, Google. But what that means is all of your Pixel Watch 1 bands work on the Pixel Watch 2. Or if you still own a regular Pixel Watch and want something new like the Sport Band, you can buy it and it'll work with your Pixel Watch 1. So one of the biggest upgrades, though, is if we flip to the back, it's this new sensor. So new health sensor that does lots. Multi-path heart rate, most accurate heart rate sensor in any of their smartwatches. We're on the level of Fitbit Sense 2 and all the Versas and all of that good stuff. So much more accurate, more robust heart rate tracking, heart rate variability tracking, SpO2. We have a skin temperature sensor. It'll do ECG stuff. It'll kind of do it all. This is an advanced, I would say, health tracker for the most part. It's fairly competitive in the market. The only thing is it's all Fitbit integration. So if you're not a Fitbit user, you don't like Fitbit, this might not be the watch for you because you kind of have to use Fitbit with it. They are giving you 6 months of Fitbit Premium for free. It'll do advanced sleep tracking and readiness scores. It'll give you those if you have Premium. And there's a whole bunch of features that go with Premium that they're covering you for free. And that's new and existing Fitbit Premium users. It's not just for new ones. So this is a big pitch. So very similar watch to last year's. Upgraded crown, upgraded chip. So that means upgraded battery life. So we should get better performance, better battery life, new crown, lighter case, way improved health metrics and tracking. You just got to use Fitbit still. And that's mostly it. The rest of it stays very, very similar, except for that thing down there, this charger. So let's talk about charging briefly. If we talk about charging, you can see I've now flipped this over so you can see why I was hiding that. We do have pins now. It is a pin charging system. So there are pins on here. That differs from last year, and I actually happen to have last year. So here is the original Pixel Watch. Actually, we can compare these. You can see they are identical. Same size, shape, everything, band connector, all of that stuff. Nothing has changed about these. But this, though, used to be a little wireless charger, right? This came with the original Pixel Watch. It wasn't great. Its charge is really slow. I remember this test I did, I think during my unboxing, to see if it was a strong enough connection to hold on. It's not. This was a bad solution. It was like a proprietary solution. It wasn't just Qi charging. You couldn't just charge your watch on anything. It had to be with this thing. It was slow, bad. There wasn't a lot of great things about it. And it didn't do that. Anyway, so we've changed this time, and we are using a pin connector. So you have 4 pins, and on the back of the watch, there are 4 pins that you will line it up with in order to charge it. Should be slightly faster, maybe more consistent, but it is different. So you can't use your Pixel 1 charger with your Pixel Watch 2. Makes sense? Also, here's a fun thing. If I slap it on here, you can see it just magnetically connects, and the crown and wire, see, they kind of align. Watch what happens if I move the 4 pins that are in a square configuration. They don't work this way. You can't do it this way. You can't do it down. You can't do it up. It won't connect. It's a magnet, and so it pushes it to the side. You can see, look, I connected it off to the side because you can only connect it one way, this way. So these have to line up. I don't know if that's a big deal or not. Seems odd. It seems like one of those situations where it should just connect no matter which way you put it, just which direction. It is a square. Anyway, you put it this way, it should charge slightly faster. Like that. Is that on there? Slightly faster. So anyway, this is the Pixel Watch 2. I don't have anything else to say. I can't wait to test it, though, because, again, I wore the original for quite a long period last year. Really liked it. Just the battery life kind of bugged me. I'm excited to use this new Sport Band, too. So if you have comments, questions, let us know. We are Droid Life. Peace.